On December 3rd, just 2 days ago at the time of this recording, a talented 17-year-old not only got the 16-star world record, but is killing 16-star as I'm speaking right now. Before I talk about how this insane world record was achieved as well as future projections, I must tell the tale of the world record holder himself. Now, Suigi is not your average world record holder, if you could even call that average. I say this because if you know anything about SM64 speedruns, it takes most players years upon years to even contend for the world record. A prime example of this would be Cheese and Simply, who have been playing the game for almost a decade now and have only gotten world records such as the 120-star one in more recent years. However, I've noticed that in the last 2 years, there has been a big wave of new SM64 speedrunners who in those 2 years have been able to grind to the top of the leaderboards. Suigi is no exception when it comes to being a contributing factor to the surge in the growth of a new era of SM64 players. Now, Suigi started speedrunning SM64 in 2019, but only 2 years later in 2021 would he get his first world record, with a time of 14:55 in 16-star. At the time, a progression like Suigi's was almost unheard of in SM64 speedrunning, and in fact, most people didn't really know Suigi all that well until after they heard he achieved the world record. However, Suigi's first monumental record would only be at the beginning, as he would go on to get the 16-star world record again after Suigi initially beat his time with a 14:53. Suigi would carry his world record momentum all the way until he achieved an almost unthinkable time of 14:48. A few months went by and Suigi decided to tackle 70-star. Within those few months, he would casually skyrocket his way almost all the way to the top of the leaderboard with a time of 47:13. Keep in mind that when he made the decision to do 70-star after getting world record, he had never done a 70-star run before. After getting his 47:13, he was well within reach of achieving the 70-star world record and was even on pace to do so a few times. Suigi was progressing at rates that were absolutely unheard of. However, he would make the decision to put 70-star aside and go full force on 16-star again because he knew that he could optimize his world record further than anyone else could have ever imagined. Suigi had just cut off 5 seconds on his own world record. This was massive, especially for a category as optimized and as short as 16-star. And it's not like 16-star was an inactive category where Suigi was the only one grinding at the top. In fact, there was a whole new wave of runners dominating on top of the 16-star leaderboards, like I mentioned earlier. Suigi was simply just built different. Now keep in mind that runners such as Slip or Ouija were more than capable of securing a world record again, but each day Suigi was making it more and more difficult for them. Suigi was getting pace after pace, and when December came around, he would do this.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck yes! Dude! Yes, dude! Oh my god!
Suigi was now a whole 9 seconds ahead of Slip, who was in second place, which is not only a bigger gap between first and second place in 70-star, but almost as big as 120-star, which lies at a 15-second gap. What's even crazier is that on this same day, Suigi had a pace that was not only on par to obtain a 14.3x, but could have realistically been a mid 14.3x, which would have been another 5-second cut on the 16-star world record as well. Given that Suigi is still actively grinding 16-star, we might even see one of the last second barriers broken in 16-star coming within the next few months, few weeks, or even tomorrow, I don't know. However, the future world record is not where the story ends, as we've seen Suigi's skill transfer directly over to other categories such as 70-star, so I'd not be surprised if he got a world record there too. Despite all of this, Suigi is not the only character in this anime. There are a few select other people who also have the potential to destroy SM64 beyond no return. I mean, I even have a whole video on this topic if you're interested. SM64 is hotter than ever, and you do not want to miss the history that is soon to be made in not only 16-star, but across all categories. If you're interested in keeping up with it, I'll have links for not only Suigi, but for speedrun.com in the description so that you can check everyone out, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, a sub, like, or even a comment is always appreciated.